The light, as I already mentioned, is very, very sturdy, and we have got this, as I say, this swivel beam here, which we're going to go through.
The LETOUR Rechargeable Multifunctional Camping Light. Nothing unusual about that, is there? Oh yes, there is something very, very, very unusual about this product that I'm going to show you, that you may be interested in if you need a powerful rechargeable torch with a difference. So first of all, you can see here it says phone charging, Type-C charging, battery indicator, all comes in a box here. So this is the light. Inside the box there is some instructions, and what we're going to have to do with this, we are going to have to come back to this once it goes a little bit darker. You've got a Type A to Type C charging cable. So first of all, here you've got a dust-proof little door. You've got a battery indicator here. You see that's got green on it at the moment. I don't know whether, is that picking up? Because this has got, look at this here, it's got a solar panel on it. So if you're camping and you're restricted to what power you can get, it's solar charging. It has also got a battery bank, so if you need to charge up your phone or whatever, a watch or smartwatch or things like that, it's got a battery bank, and that closes down into here. So first of all, you'll notice it's stylish. It's got a great little grab handle on it. You could put a little strap onto here if you wanted to, and it's got a 3000 milliamp battery on it, and it's got a total of nine different modes, and it's an IPX6 waterproof on here as well. The light, when it's bright, is somewhere in the region of the reach on it is somewhere in the region of 550 yards. So you'll notice, as I say, that's gone green at the moment, but so we're going to come into here later when it starts. That's got blue, and that's because we've actually got the light turned on at the moment. I'm going to turn it off, and when you do get it, there is a little protector, but be sure to take that off. The head, 350 degrees rotating, because you've got the wide beam, but look at this, and you've got that super beam there. Now I'm not going to go through these modes fully now because it's daylight and you're not going to really be able to appreciate it, but basically it's simple to rotate the heads, and it's a case of basically pressing the button, and that'll give you different functions. That's turning it off, and if you do a long press on here, you'll see that switched onto here, and then you've got your other modes. And there's like an SOS mode, and then, as I say, you can turn off. We can go back to the main bulb, and as I say, this all swivels over, and there is that one. Let's come back and have a look at this when it's dark. But if you do want more information on this, there are links in the video description below, but there you are, having a look at it in the daylight, so you can actually see the build quality, which is really, really good, and it has got that solar charging capacity with a built-in mini battery bank as well. Come back when it's a bit darker and we'll take a better look.
Right, so as promised, it's very, very, very dark where I am. We are going to have a look at this lamp under the cover of darkness. So one thing you'll notice here, we have got the blue lights, so that's showing the battery is currently full. And so if that was green, it'd be charging up via the solar panel. First thing to notice is that the light, as I already mentioned, is very, very sturdy, and we have got this, as I say, this swivel beam here, which we're going to go through. So at the moment I've got it on like what you would call the full beam, which I'm going to try and demonstrate. You can turn that off. You see how dark it is here. On and then you've got different levels of brightness, and then you've got a strobe, and then you can go off, on, and then if I swivel this round, and if you do a long press on the light, we've now got more of a concentrated spotlight, and again you can dim that down. There is a very warm yellowy sort of light, so if you didn't want to be dazzled, and that can be also turned down, then you've got a red glow which is very soft on the eye, and you've got the strobe light, and then off. But how far can this shine? That's going to be the question, right? It's going to be quite hard to demonstrate. So I'm in a wooded area, and that's the light on full beam, and say some distance, and then we can turn that down if you wanted it to be on a lower light, strobe, and then off. And that's now on the spotlight, which is a wider light, dimming down. That's a lot easier on the eye. There you go with that one. And again, just trying to show that I'm not cheating, that this is what it is. Then you've got the red light, and then you've got the strobe. And then off, you put it back on, and it is so, I mean, I don't know whether you can see the actual brightness actually on this, and how far the light is going. So let's come down here. So again, this is like a spotlight, that's why you got a little bit of a halo. Sorry about the camera. And what we'll do, we're going to have a walk down here because there are some fields, and then we'll have a look over the fields to see how far this will shine. Right, I'm going to do is because I'm going to cross a road, I'm just going to take I'm way in a very, very, very dark area now. Now, I don't know whether you can see this is doing justice, but look at the brightness of that. So that's a main road. Looks like there's some tractors out there. It is super bright. I mean, really, 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 really bright. Right, so how far do you need to shine a bright light? Do you need to be able to go into a camping field and say this is a ploughed over field and go like this? You can turn that down, as I say, you can have it on a strobe, or if we swivel the head round and you wanted a more of a wider beam, so if you were sort of needed wider, and then a little bit lower, there's an orangey warmer light which is easier on the eye, and then you've got the red light, and then the actual strobe working as a beacon. You can see what's going on around me, and if you're looking for a camping light, or maybe not necessarily even a camping light, maybe a light that you need to keep into your vehicle or your car as a backup light. Remember, we have got the solar charging on this as well. This definitely could be for you. So sorry, it's a bit dull, isn't it? So remember, there are some links there in the video description below. I don't know whether you can see it's shining up into the sky. If you want more information on this absolutely fabulous camping lantern, absolutely superb, and I can't believe how bright it is. It's literally the camera is not actually doing justice to how bright this is.